So we, we'll have to prepare for the next one. That, I'd say is will get attention this time.
Today, the emergency committee met and advised me that, in its view, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. I have accepted that advice. The detection and rapid spread of a new clade of Mpox in eastern DRC, its detection in neighboring countries that had not previously reported Mpox, and the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. In addition to other outbreaks of other clades of Mpox in other parts of Africa, it's clear that a coordinated international response is essential to stop these outbreaks and save lives.
A lot of uncertainty that we have. We really need detailed studies. We really need to understand not only the transmission, but we also need to understand the natural history. We need to see the disease patterns. We need standardized data collection on the patients that are infected with Mpox so that we could better understand the disease course, the severity of this, and most importantly, to make sure that not only are we focusing on prevention measures, but we're utilizing therapeutics and having therapeutic guidelines updated based on the evidence that we have. With regards to transmission, there's multiple modes of transmission that we really need to better understand. Primarily what we are seeing is the contact type transmission. We have seen sexual transmission, which is really what is concerning us. And now we have seen this virus, the different clades, and in particular clade 1B in sexual networks. And this is where we need to have targeted interventions, stronger surveillance, stronger contact tracing, stronger risk communication, community engagement with affected communities, with CSOs, with people on the ground so that we could limit that onward spread. We've said this before. You've heard DG say this. You've heard Mike say this many times. We can stop transmission of Mpox with a concerted effort using a multiple approaches in terms of looking at how the virus is transmitting in which populations. We do see transmission among families as well. We do see zoonotic transmission in addition to that. So these are the primary ways that we are seeing this virus spread. So we need strong surveillance and good diagnostics. Our diagnostics teams are working to better understand the use of the current PCR tests, the other tests that exist that are out there to distinguish between clade 1, clade 2. And so there's some improvement that's needed certainly there. The other thing is, of course, access to these tests. We saw during COVID a lack of access, especially in low and middle income countries, and we're seeing that here as well. So part of the work that we are doing is not just trying to look at access to vaccines and therapeutics, but also access to diagnostics. So across the spectrum of having stronger surveillance, where we have surveillance, making sure that we have good contact tracing. So when we identify a case, we look at the exposures of others in the context so that we could prevent the onward spread, making sure that we have accurate, reliable, affordable diagnostics, and making sure that those are accessible in countries, working with manufacturers of diagnostics to make sure that those reach the countries in need. If there are requests for diagnostics from countries, that is something that we need to be aware of. We are aware of several, and we are looking at how we can get those those diagnostics into country.
Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privily, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham, Akakudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and sincerity unto the elect. Shalom. I'm back at you with another lesson, a little willing, straight to the point and edifying. All right, we know what has been going on in the world as of late with this Mpox, okay, the new plague, the new boogeyman, okay, and like the elder Manak Zakba said in his lesson, okay, this is just, you know, end time prophecies that are coming to pass, okay, that the Lord Yahweh Shai has told us to look for, okay, and we know that this is all a plan of the elites, all right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, okay, to bring forth his NWO, okay, to bring forth his technological enslavement, okay. He's going to do that through fear and through the lack of resources, okay, and we know what's coming, okay, we know what's coming, okay. This is all to bring forth that MOTB, okay. They want a technological enslavement, okay, where they'll be able to track and trace every man, woman, and child, okay. And this message goes out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true people of the Holy Scriptures, all right. Just like the lady was saying, okay, they need more surveillance, okay. They need more surveillance. Why? To quote unquote track this, when it's them that's really letting these pestilences forth, okay. They're creating them in their labs and they're letting them loose, okay. So it says, who orders governments to prepare for mega lockdowns, you see, due to deadly Mpox strain, okay. And this was August 15, 2024, okay. It says the World Health Organization has ordered governments to prepare to initiate tough new lockdowns due to the strong likelihood that the new Mpox strain will become a deadly pandemic. You see that? You see? 2020 is happening all over again. Okay, but now they're saying that this one is way more deadlier. Okay? It's way more deadlier, way more potent. Okay? And it's basically a international pandemic, basically. Okay? It says on Wednesday, the WHO announced that Mpox has officially been classified as a public health emergency of international concern. You see that? It says, according to the health officials, this new strain has a much higher deletion rate than the strain seen in 2022. And we are being told that in many cases, it is spread without any sexual contact at all. Okay, let me see. It says, for now, the only confirmed cases of this new mutant strain of Mpox are all in Central Africa. But it is probably only a matter of time before it spreads to more areas, and they know what they're doing, man. Okay, they're trying to delete the Jakes off over there in Africa. Okay, like the Elder Ashiar he had brought out. Okay, that they have certain bioweapons. Okay, that tracks and deletes a specific people. Okay, they could program, all right, the plague, to target specific races of people, man. Okay. Let me read down a little bit. It says the head of the committee that determined that the public health emergency of international concern has warranted says that this new strain is an emergency. You see that? For the entire globe. All right. And of course, it's a mutant, strain. Okay. They're working on these things in the lab. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's a mad scientist. All right. He's the wicked of the earth. Okay. He's a plague his damn self. All right. I'm going to read a little bit more. It says, originally, all of the confirmed cases of the Clade 1B strain were limited to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It says, but now more than 100 cases have been confirmed in the neighboring countries of Burgundy, Kenya, Rwanda, and Uganda. And remember, in Uganda, they had found, I believe they have found, I think it was what, $12 trillion worth of gold. Okay. It says the strategy of containment has officially failed. Of course it did. It says at this point, the WHO Director General Tedros Adhanom, I ain't saying his last name, is openly admitting that the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. Okay, and this is what they want. Okay, this is what the elites want. Okay, they want chaos. They want a reason to be able to enforce martial law, because this is where all of it is going. Okay, all of these things you're seeing going on throughout the earth. All right, the pending, the looming civil war. Okay, in the midst of election, now you have this new demic. Okay, all these things that are happening simultaneously is not happening by coincidence. Okay, they're doing this for a reason. Problem, reaction, solution. Okay, they're trying to enforce the martial law. All right, one way or another, they want martial law. All right, that's the end goal. The end goal is to enforce martial law. Okay, the president becomes a dictator, and they can enforce anything upon you via the military. Okay, they would have rights to quarantine you, quote unquote quarantine you, right? Bring you to the FEMA camps. Okay, this is what they want. Okay, and we know what's down the pipe from there. That MOTB, to be able to track you. Okay, we're gonna need you to take this MOTB so we can track and make sure that you took your taco sauce. Okay, so you could read a little bit more into that. All right. But it's going down. Okay, let me read this. It says, as Mpox continues to cross borders, is the U.S. prepared for an outbreak? You see that? All right. It says a highly contagious and severe strain of Mpox is crossing continents, and U.S. officials are preparing for its eventual arrival here. You see that? It says U.S. officials are pleading with the public to take precautions now that Mpox has been declared a global public health emergency after the first case was identified outside of Africa. Okay, and it's quote, it's taking over Europe. Okay, it says on Thursday, Swedish officials said they recorded their first case of Mpox, which spread with skin contact. It says the announcement came a day after the World Health Organization issued its second emergency declaration in 2 years due to the recent outbreak in and around the Democratic Republic of Congo in Central Africa. It says the Mpox virus circulating in Congo and a dozen other African countries, and now Sweden, is a different strain than the one that has circulated in the U.S. since the global outbreak began in 2022. It says, in the U.S., the virus known as Mpox Clade 2 has primarily circulated among men who have sex with moles, basically. And it's good for them. All right, the Lord gonna destroy you niggas, man. All right. It says on Friday, Pakistan health officials said a person who had returned from the Gulf country contracted Mpox, though it was unclear which virus strain the person had. Okay, so it's going throughout the earth, man. Okay, and this is what the elites want, but we know that this is the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, this is all being done through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. 2 Ezra 16:14, it says, behold, the plagues are sent, you see that, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. You see, it says the fire is kindled, and they shall not be put out until it consume the foundation of the earth. It says, like as an arrow which is shot from a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. You see that? Okay, the Lord is plaguing the earth, man. All right, you wicked people. Okay, it says, woe is me, woe is me. Who shall deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. You see that? These are sent as whippings upon the people, man. Okay, especially so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. These are scourges, man. All right? It says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness. All this hell breaking loose. All right? All these things is going on. Plagues is being, cast through the earth. Every other day, you flip on the news, it's some new plague, man. Okay, it's something new. Something's constantly happening. Okay? But you wicked ass Jakes, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Okay, y'all still living life. Everything is still all good. Okay, we're gonna see why. Okay, when we read this again, it says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. But this is why. Behold, victuals, food shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Okay, because everything is still running. You can still go down to the grocery store, grab what you want. You can still eat the sea cockroaches. Okay, you can still eat pork. You can still, live it up for the best part, man. Your stomach ain't touching it, your back. Okay, you good. You see? And read that again. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. That's why y'all think that y'all in good case. That's why y'all don't have no worries. That's why you're not paying attention to what's going on, because your stomach full, right? It says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Okay, and by the end of all of this, you people are going to be in great confusion, man. Okay, your stomach is going to touch your back. Okay, and the sword is coming, man. The sword is being prepared as we speak. Famine is being prepared as we speak. Okay, and great confusion is going to be upon all you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, all you Babylonians, man. All right, let me okay. And the Lord is just plaguing the earth at this time, man. All right, he's using these devils. He's using the left hand. All right, Esau, Edom. He's using his sword, okay, to punish the earth, man. All right. Before I grab the next scripture, let me see if I got anything else. Okay, because this is initially where they wanted to go. Okay, this is what they want, because everything is going digital. Okay, they want to put you on a grid. Okay, and they're going to use fear tactics, gradualism, confusion. All right, they're going to use all different types of tactics to bring this forth. Okay, so I'm going to briefly read this. I'm going to grab a picture that I got from from the first boogeyman in 2020. Okay, and that situation that happened in 2020, okay, that was a foretaste of the MOTB, man. Okay, that was a foretaste of what was to come. Okay, that was a rehearsal. Okay, and a lot of you people failed, man. All right, especially of Israel, because they didn't have, all right, the proper teachers, all right, that were guiding them and warning them against these things, man. Okay, so it says, who making moves on international, you see the word passport. Okay, because you remember in 2020, all right, from 2020 to when it ended, remember, a lot of people lost jobs. Okay, it was the rich got richer, the middle class got destroyed. All right, a lot of businesses got destroyed. Okay, a lot of families got destroyed. You see, you couldn't go into certain areas, certain stores, restaurants, grocery stores if you didn't have a muzzle on your face, if you didn't have the V card. Okay, so I'm gonna read a little bit of it. Okay, it says, building a trust framework. It says the World Health Organization will convene member states to lead of, you see the word, immunization credential technology groups, you see this, to organize different, you see the word, certificates across nations and regions. It says top, you see the word, credential initiative official told political Ben Leonardo. Okay, I'm gonna read probably one or two more lines because they're gonna keep saying certain words we can't say. It says the WHO is bringing together the group to develop a trust framework that would allow countries to verify, you see that, verify, all right, they're coming for your biology, man. This is where it's going. Whether, you see the word, credentials are legitimate, said Brian Anderson, chief, you see the word, digital, see that? Chief digital health physician, you see that? Okay, they're merging everything to technology, man. Okay, it says at Meyer and co-founder of VCI. Okay, so we see where this is going. Okay, and let me just show a picture here. All right, this is when I went to New York. Okay, I had visited New York to see my son. All right, and this was in the midst of that, that whole chaos. Okay, so you see that up there. Okay, you see that, the record card, you see. So I needed one of these in order to get into a place, but luckily, all right, my child's mom, she had a friend that they made them. Let's just say that they made them. Okay, and that was the only way that I was able to go into a restaurant. You see. So let me start the slack here. See if I could just zoom in a little bit on there. All right. So you needed this in order to enter in, okay, to the restaurant. And that's the same thing that's going to happen when they issue forth this MOTB. Because if you do not have this MOTB, and it's going to have everything on, it's going to have your medical, your driver's license, your passport, your car keys, everything is going to be on that singular device, man. That one device, okay? And if you do not have that device, you will not be able to participate in society. You will not be able to buy or sell, okay? You won't be able to do anything, okay? Because the entire system is going digital. Okay, this is why we're seeing the economy collapse. This is why they're allowing the dollar to collapse. This is why all of these things are happening. Okay, it's they're birthing this NWO. This new system is being brought forth. The old system has to go. Okay, but yeah, this is what I have to get this, and I didn't get the shot. It's lucky I said it, but I didn't get the tartar sauce. All right. I didn't get it. Okay, so yeah, this is what you needed, okay, to get in. Okay. Okay, so let me see. All right, and like I said, they need martial law. Okay, they need it to be able to enforce the things that they want to enforce on the people. Okay, and the people are going to be in complete fear. Okay, they're going to be in confusion. All right, and they're going to be begging for the government to come in, okay, and to give them a solution. Okay, let me I'm gonna grab this scripture here. Okay. Okay, because the Lord is gonna continue. Okay, and this may be the big one. All right, this may be the big one. See, 2nd Ezra 15 and 11, it says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched forth arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before." You see that? And we know that we're in spiritual Egypt. Okay, like the scriptures tell us in Revelation 11. Okay, that we're in spiritual Egypt and Sodom. Okay, Babylon the Great America is spiritual Egypt. All right. So it says, "But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched forth arm, and smite Egypt." You see that? And smite Egypt again. It's like it says, "And smite Egypt with plagues as before. and will destroy all the land thereof. Next verse, it says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundations of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it. You see? And that's what's about to befall Babylon, the great America. Okay? But the elites, they want these things. They want this chaos. They want, all right, these different distractions, and, you know, so the people can't keep their mind on one thing. Okay? And this is why a lot of you people are going to bow the knee, especially so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Y'all not paying attention. All right? Neither do you care. Okay? You have the men on the highways and hedges. You got lessons going out, videos going out, warning y'all day in and day out. All right? But y'all not going to hearken, okay, until the destruction come. Okay? So it says martial law. It says martial law is the replacement of civilian government by military rule. You see that? And the suspension of civilian legal processes for military powers. We ain't gonna have no more rights. All right? All those rights you think you got, they gone. And this is why they want it enforced. All right? This is why they need martial law, because once martial law is enforced, they can do whatever the hell they want. Okay? They could come down on you with extreme force. All right? Revelations 12 and 12. Okay, let me grab that real quick. You see? Because this is what they want to do. Okay? They want to speak as a dragon. They want to bring forth those draconian measures, man. Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time. All right, this devil knows that his time is short. He's watching his empire, you know, crumble. All right, he's seeing the chariots in the air, in the skies. All right, he's watching the men on the Lord cast him down, speak on his downfall. All right, he knows that he has to move fast. Okay, and the Lord as well is hastening the times for his elect's sake. You see? So it says, martial law is a replacement of civilian government by military rule, and the suspension of civilian legal processes for military powers. Martial law can continue for a specific amount of time or indefinitely. You see that? A complete dictatorship. All right? I can't even say the word right now. I'm even gonna try. I'm tired. Salakia. It says, or indefinitely. It says, and standard civil liberties may be suspended for as long as martial law continues. You see that? No rights. All right? No rights. It says, most often, martial law is declared in times of war and of emergencies, such as civil unrest and natural disasters. In both of those things, okay, because you can say that this Mpox, okay, is a natural disaster. Okay, because it's, you know, it's infectious, as they say. Okay, and of course civil unrest, which we know that we're heading towards a chaotic presidential debate. Okay, an election. Okay, we're heading towards a very chaotic president election. Okay, where whichever side wins, all hell is gonna break loose. Okay, it says, alternatively, martial law may be declared in instance of military coup d'etats. Okay, so, you know, we see where they're going. We see what they want. Okay, all roads lead to the MOTB. Okay, all roads lead to the MOTB. Okay.
Giving away decision-making autonomy for health emergencies, the Biden administration is preparing to do just that. It plans to sign a legally binding accord with the World Health Organization. A draft of the pandemic treaty was published on February 1st. It now seeks ratification by all 194 member states. The document grants the WHO the power to declare and manage a global pandemic emergency. All participating countries would submit to the authority of the WHO when a health emergency is declared. that applies to treatments, lockdowns, vaccine mandates, and population surveillance. International law professor Francie Boyle says the initiative is fatally dangerous. He says it would set up a worldwide medical police state under the control of the WHO.
Okay, and that's what they want. Okay, but that came out some while ago. Okay, but I just thought it was interesting. Okay, because it shows you what they want. All right. So I got this article on my other phone here. It says global demic treaty could be more than a year away after deadline missed. Okay. It says the global health leaders have said an international treaty governing how the world should deal with future pandemics may not be agreed for another year or more. It says after 2 years of negotiation, countries failed to agree on the text of an international demic accord. Says by the deadline May 24th, which was this year. Okay. It says, and at the World Health Assembly in Geneva on Tuesday, delegates said extensive further negotiations will be needed. Okay, so you see they're not agreeing. You see nations not agreeing. All right, Daniel's 2 and 42. Okay, they they're not in agreement. Okay, Satan divided against himself can't stand. But you see the mindset, okay, of the elites. You see where they want to go with this. All right, everything is leading to lockdowns. Everything is leading to the MOTB. Okay, everything is leading to dictatorship. All right, a cruel lord being set up over you. Okay, this devil coming down with great wrath. You see, this is what they want. Okay. Ephesians 5:15, it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Okay, and we're in the evil times, man. All right, we're in those perilous times. Okay, and at any moment, all of this can go left. Okay, at any moment. I'm gonna play this last video, then I'm gonna wrap it up. Lord willing, you edified. All right, but these are the times that we're living in. Okay, where dangers are at every corner. Okay, and this devil is coming from every angle possible, man. All right, the Lord's about to judge. Okay.
Pay attention to the implications of the great disruptions that are going to take place, because the world will be radically different in 5 years, and it's going to go year by year, become radically different. Next elections, the debt situation, all of these things are going to change, and then with the new technologies, we're going to go. It's like going through a time warp. We're going to be in a different world. Okay.
These systems, if they're implemented properly, will result in a new world.
Going through a time warp. We're going to be in a different world, okay?
A world in which things will be different for everybody, different for banks, different for mobile money companies, different for people.
Okay, and this is the plan. Okay, this is the plan. Everything else is just smoke and mirrors. All right, distractions. All right, the end goal, okay, is to implement that MOTB upon every man, woman, and child, especially so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? And those of you that bow the knee and that consent unto this devil, all right, and unto his mark, you will be destroyed, man. All right? Thus said the scriptures. All right? So stay on your toes, pay attention and watch. Okay? You gotta constantly watch and pay attention to the things that is going on in the world, man. You gotta walk circumspect, man. All right, these devils are on the move. Okay, so we gotta pay attention to them. All right, so I just grab this last scripture and I'll wrap it up. Ecclesiasticus 5:7. It says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and sincerity unto the elect. Shalom.